Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about the basics of soft style snatch program design. The beauty of kettlebells is that there's an infinite number of things you can do. If it's not infinite, it's functionally infinite because you're probably not going to be able to get through all this stuff in your life if you follow basic design considerations. So when we talk about design, we want to talk about a couple of things. What do you want to accomplish and why? One of the main things that kettlebells does better than anything else is snatch training. Snatches are important because they are one of the most useful exercises that you can do, and you can get so much out of it. Every single snatch rep that you do is cross-body stabilization, counter rotation, it's abs, it's glutes, it's legs, it's cardio. There are two ways you can organize snatch training. You can do hard style snatches, which we've talked about in previous videos, where you would do an EMOM, build up volume cycles over time in order to develop and make your technique more efficient. But in hard style, you are focusing on pure power output. In soft style, you are not focusing on maximum power output. You are focusing on maximum efficiency. So the main difference is in hard style, you're kind of allowed to change hands as many times as you want to go as fast as possible to get the most done in the least amount of time. You're valuing pure numbers over efficiency. When you think about going into soft style snatch technique, you are minimizing the number of hand changes you can do. So in hard style Secret Service snatch test, you would be doing a 10-minute set, and it used to be that you were allowed to change hands as many times as you wanted to try to get to your maximum number of reps you could do. You're trying to get more reps faster to get more athletic development in a shorter period of time. It's a pretty good strategy. In fact, it's an incredible strategy and still stands as one of the best training ideas I've ever come across. People start thinking soft style snatches as they get more developed in kettlebell training. The longer they've been going through it, the less that idea is a great idea because it tends to beat people up, and people start looking for other things to do. Doing the maximum number you can for the amount of time that you have with the minimum number of hand changes. It's the hand change thing that really changes the entire program. Instead of burning out one hand and then being able to change, do 10 reps, change hands, do 10 reps, change hands. Trying to do 100 reps without changing hands on each side will necessitate a change in program design. Let's look at our variables that we have for the program design. We have time under tension, which is the amount of time we're actually doing the exercise. The goal being 10. That's not set by me, that's kind of universally agreed upon. That 10 minutes is kind of the good time frame. And when you think about the program design that the Soviets were trying to solve when they came up with this, they're trying to get the maximum amount of benefit for the most people in the least amount of time. So moving anywhere from 3 to 10-minute sets. You will see some guys push this to 12-minute sets just to overtrain. And then the rate per minute of snatches themselves, moving anywhere from 6 reps per minute to 20 reps per minute. So in hard style, you tend to just start trying to build up to 20 reps per minute. With the time under tension program design that we had talked about, it's fairly simple. The rate per minute is where this really changes. We're moving from 6 reps per minute to 20 reps per minute. How do you accomplish that task? You would accomplish this task of the rate per minute by using a metronome. You would accomplish our rate per minute task by using a metronome. This is the thing that really separates hard style guys from soft style guys, is the use of actual specific rate per minute timing. So 6 reps per minute is extraordinarily slow. That means 1 rep every 10 seconds. So going from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10, this right here, beginning, is already teaching you to endure. Because where do you rest a snatch? You rest it in the overhead top position, which is extremely hard for basically everybody on the planet. So they are forcing you to get structurally more efficient by forcing you to hold weights at the top. And then as you get a little bit faster, they're teaching you to breathe. Essentially, they're trying to lower your heart rate and make you structurally strong instead of trying to maximize power output in the beginning. They're maximizing efficiency. So think 3 minutes at 6 reps per minute. Then you would go to 4 reps at 6 reps per minute. 5 minutes at 6 reps per minute. Of course, halfway through this would be the hand change. So the hand change would be at 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, 3.5, 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes. This is building us up to time under tension for one side at 5 minutes. The goal being that 10-minute set with that one hand change. Then you would start this over and you would do it at 7 reps per minute, and the workout essentially writes itself. And then you do 8 reps, then 9, then 10, then 11, then 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. When you get to 20, you're going extremely fast. And the goal is to get you down there to 100 reps, then a hand change, then 100 reps. This is an old method. I don't know if guys are still doing this. I learned this from Valerie Fedorenko back in like maybe 2008, but the idea is solid. The minimum amount of equipment and the maximum amount of output. So this is not a fast strategy. A hard style strategy is a faster strategy, but this is a long-term strategy. So we have 15 variables. 6 to 20 is 15 variables across the top. The number of variables here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 15 times 8. 10 times 8 is 80. 5 times 8 is 40. 80 plus 40 is 120. There are 120 workouts just in this one section. Now think that this section repeats for the number of weights you have. The more weights you have, the better this goes. The reason that this didn't work super well for people 10 to 12 years ago, because the number of competition kettlebells that were available were not a lot. There you had 12s, 16s, 24s, and 32s. Now we have 12s, 14s, 16s, 18s, 20s, 22s, 24s, 26s, 28s, and it just builds up, and up, over and over and over again. Very simple idea, repeated ad infinitum. Now this gets even better because we have adjustable competition kettlebells, and we have 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So take 120 workouts. You can now do this program 3 to 5 days a week, and you can start having a heavy light day. So you would start your grid and you would start checking this off, and that would be your light day with say a 12K, and then you would have a heavy day with a 14 or a 16, and that would be just lighter than whatever this is. You would want your maximum work output with the heavy day to be under what it is with the light day. You can determine what that is on your own, and we'll probably make a video about how to do that a little bit more precisely in the future. But think as general rule, heavy day, lower overall total work than the light day with a higher overall total work. That would mean the light day would have a higher pace, rep per minute, or a longer period of time, or both. So that's kind of the general overview of the soft style competition program in its most basic. Your variables are time under tension, how long you're going to do it before you change hands, and your rate per minute, or your reps per minute. Somewhere between 6 and 20 for snatches. There are guys that will run up to say 22 reps per minute, and that's getting extremely fast. Think 20 reps per minute is 1 rep every 3 seconds. That's kind of the maximum speed that you can get at to get good fixation and get everything locked out nice and clean and pretty. The whole point of this is to trick you into getting really, really good at the overhead lockout position, getting good fixation. If you're holding at the top of every rep for 10 seconds, then you're definitely going to get good fixation. Over here at 12 reps per minute, now you're doing a rep every 5 seconds. You should still be getting extremely good fixation, learning to lock out your structure underneath the weight. Simple idea, very effective. 120 workouts per weight and the maximum number of weights you have. If you had 10 weights, then you would add a 0. You now have 1,200 workouts. You've now written a program 300 days a year for 4 years just for snatch. Very simple math to do, but it lays itself out. In the future, we're gonna do this for long cycle and for double long cycle as well, because each one of those has slightly different design considerations, so we might as well just talk about all of them.